D3? A D3. A D3.
Oh.
Why did you start one?
Let's stop this.
I can no. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Let,
yeah.
let me share.
A D3. A D3. Why did you start one?
Let's stop this.
I can no. Is it still there? It's gone. It's gone. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's
Wrong
go to
slide.
the... Okay. So you guys please pay attention. So we are doing the story of Bharat Maharaj. Today we will be finishing the story of Bharat Maharaj. Navya, do you know the story of Bharat Maharaj?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. And Nadia, do you know the story of Bharat Maharaj?
Probably do
Okay. All right. So we'll do a review, right? So let's see what's here. So King Bharat, right? Bharat Maharaj was the son of Rishabdev. He's the first son of Rishabdev. Rishabdev was the supreme personality of Godhead. We had learned about his stories last year, right? And so Rishabdev had left for the forest. He made King Bharat Maharaj as the king, and he followed his father's footsteps, and he ruled the earth for 10 million years. But he was a great king. He performed sacrifices and he inspired his citizens to execute their duties. And he was always focused on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. He was always thinking about Krishna, even while he was in his kingdom, right? So after ruling for 10 million years, Bharat Maharaj, then he divided his kingdom among his 5 sons, and then he went to a place called Pula Ashrama, right? That's where the Shaligram Shilas are found, the stones which are the manifestations of Lord Vishnu, right? He lived there alone, and he would bathe there in the Gandaki River and worship the Lord with so much paraphernalia. We would offer with a Lord with flowers and leaves and water and fruits. So he was becoming a great devotee. Like he was already a great devotee, but now with intense meditation on the Lord, he was becoming a great devotee. He had different symptoms in his body, like he was sometimes choking, sometimes he had tears from his eyes, and his hair was standing on his end because he was getting to the most perfect stages of bhakti. He was almost at the stage of the most perfect stage is prema, which is love of Godhead. It was just a stage below that, which is called bhava. He was at a very, very exalted stage, very great devotee, and he was always fixed in the execution of the service of the Lord. And he was experiencing happiness because of that, right? Sometimes like we feel happiness temporarily when we are playing video games or we're playing with friends, but the service of the Lord, when you're meditating on the Lord, when you're chanting for the Lord, that happiness is always there if you can chant all the time or you can meditate on the Lord all the time. And that's what he was doing, Bharat Maharaj. So one time what happened was, he was after doing his morning duties, taking bath and everything, he was on the banks of the river, and he was doing his puja, his prayers. Then he saw that a deer, a female deer, was there drinking water, right? Meera, you raised hand. Yeah, you have a question?
Singing Mukunda Madhava, I felt happy.
Yes. When you're singing for Krishna, when you're doing kirtan for Krishna, because Mukunda Madhav, that's names of Krishna, you feel happy. right? That's why you shouldn't sing other songs, but try to sing Krishna songs. Everything you do, put Krishna in the center and everything will be perfect, right? If you eat prasadam. Okay, we will try to finish the story so that we can do the quiz. So the pregnant deer, the female deer was pregnant, and he was drinking water, and then she heard the sound of a lion, the roar of a lion. I'm trying to make the sound of a lion. It's not that as great, but nobody is making the sound of that lion. And then the yes, Mira, we can't hear you. That's a silent deer. That's a silent lion. Okay, so the lion, the roar of the lion, the female deer heard it, and it became so scared. It jumped over the lake, and it had a miscarriage. The baby fell from the womb. Yes, Aditri. Aditri.
Could you turn to the next page?
Yes, I will turn. So the pregnant deers, the baby fell in the water in the lake, and the female deer died, right? And what happened then was Bharat Maharaj was feeling anxious that who is going to protect this deer, this baby deer? His mother is dead. So he started taking care of that baby deer. But he became too much attached to the deer, right? So everywhere he went, he was taking the deer. If he's going to the forest to get the wood for the sacrifice fire, he was carrying the deer on his shoulders. While he is doing sacrifice, he's looking around, is the deer safe? And even while sleeping, the deer sometimes was still sleeping on his chest. But what was his purpose? He left all his house, all his kingdom, and all his sons and his wife to worship the Supreme Personality of God. And he left everything. He left a luxurious life, a comfortable life, to stay in the forest to meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But now what was he doing? He was so attached to the deer. And he was thinking, it's all right, because this deer has nobody, so I have to take care of it. He was forgetting his duty towards Krishna. He was more and more getting attached to the deer. One time what happened was the deer left, and he's not able to find it. Bharat Maharaj is not able to find him. He tried to find him everywhere, could not find him. He saw the footsteps of the deer on the earth, and he was like feeling so happy, like feeling happy that the earth is, the Mother Earth is very fortunate that the deer has stepped on Mother Earth. But he was asking the moon, will you protect my deer so that the animals like the lions and the tigers will not eat the deer? Please protect. It's nighttime. So he's asking the deer should be protected. But he never found the deer. During the last stages of his life, as he was growing old, he was thinking that the deer is beside him and he's loving him like his own son. That's what his thinking was during the last time. Remember, we learned the 2 verses of Bhagavad Gita, right? 8.4 and 8.5. That if you think of whatever state of you think, you will become that in your next life. So Bharat Maharaj was thinking of the deer, and he became a deer in his next life. If you think of Krishna, you will go to Krishna's abode, supreme abode, and then you can play with him, Krishna. You can play with Krishna, Radharani, you can play with all Madhumangal and Subal and everybody. And if you think of something else, like, oh, I really want to play video games, then you will come back again, and Krishna might give you a house where in the house of a person who has so many video games. But that's temporary happiness. Again, you will keep taking birth and birth and birth. We don't want to do that, right? We want to go to Krishna, not have this body which gets old and which has diseases, like we get fever and this and that. We want to go to that Supreme Lord's house or abode, that planet, where there is no death, there is no birth, There is no old age. There is no disease. We're happy all the time. And you can wish for, if you want to eat chocolate, there's so much chocolate. If you want to eat whatever you want to eat, you think of it and it'll be there. So wouldn't that be a wonderful thing to go and serve Krishna and see the beautiful face of Krishna, see the beautiful form of Krishna, right? So now Bharat Maharaj is born as a deer in his next life in the Kalanjara mountain area. So, but because he had done so much bhakti, so much devotional service in his previous life, what did Krishna do? Krishna made him remember the prior life. Krishna made him remember the prior life. So he remembered, yes, I was Bharat Maharaj. I sacrificed everything to go to the forest, but then I got attached to a deer, and that's why I have this deer life. So what did he do? He was very upset that he did this mistake, but now I don't want to associate with bad people or associate unnecessarily who are going to take my Krishna consciousness. So he left his mother's house, mother's place, and he went to the same place where he was doing the fire sacrifice and everything, Pula Ashram. There he ate, as a deer, he ate dry leaves and grass and bushes. So one of the things is, when you're alone, right? When you don't take association of devotees, say, I am good. I will chant on my own. I will read Bhagavatam on my own. I will do everything on my own. We might become like Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj was alone, right? He had no devotee association. And then he got attached to a deer. That's why when you get a chance, come to programs, go to the temple, right? Where you take association of devotees, because the devotees will encourage you to chant. They will encourage you to sing for Krishna. They will encourage you to read Bhagavad Gita. They will encourage you to read Srimad Bhagavatam. But when you're alone, we might become like Bharat Maharaj, and we might get attracted to something else. So now this deer went back to the same place. He bathed in the holy place, because that's the holy place, and he ate dry leaves and everything. And he was seeking the association of the other sages who were there. And he was always meditating in the supreme form of the Lord. Even though he was a deer, he understood that he should not be wasting his time. And finally, he gave up the deer body one day, right? He gave up the deer body, and what did he become in next life? He was born in the family of a great Brahman, right? And he remembered this time also. Yes, Sahasrashita?
If the deer chanted so much, why didn't it go to Godhead?
Because all his karmas, all his things were not done yet, right? He had to completely purify himself and completely fix his mind on Krishna. And now he's getting in this last life, he's getting that opportunity. You will see that how he does that. So he was born in this family of a Brahmana, and that Brahmana was a great Brahmana who did charity and who taught this. He knew the scriptures very well, and he had two wives. From his first wife, he had 9 kids, and the second wife, twins. Bharat Maharaj was the one boy, and there was another girl, right? And but due to Krishna's mercy, Bharat Maharaj in this life, he also was able to remember the past 2 lives, of being Bharat Maharaj and the deer. In this life, he was called Jada Bharat. Jada means dull, because he acted like he was dull. He did not understand anything. He also acted like he was deaf and blind. Why did he act like that? Because if he was in the association of other people who are not devotees, he didn't want to listen to them. He didn't want to talk to them. He was always thinking about the Supreme Lord, meditating on the Supreme Lord. But he was powerful, strong, right? And his father used to try to teach him the Vedas, all the three Vedas and tried to teach him etiquette, saying you need to take bath every day, you need to wash your hands before, after coming from the toilet. But he used to do the opposite. He said, I'll wash my hands before going to the toilet. He used to behave like a dull man, so nobody would disturb him. His father tried teaching Gayatri Mantra and other mantras for 4 months. He did not listen anything. He wanted to say, leave me alone. I will just worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like he didn't tell them because he was acting like he was a dull person and deaf and blind. So his father passed away. And then his 9 brothers were taking care of him and they didn't respect him. And nobody knew that this guy is an exalted devotee because he did not used to take shower, right? He was dirty, dust and everything, right? So they, the 9 brothers made him work in the field because Jad Bharat still is a person. He needs food to live. So he used to do menial things. Like he used to work in the field. They used to feed him, these 9 brothers, he used to feed him like bad rice, the rice which is broken, things which are stuck on the pot. And he was not complaining at all. Like, I'm getting some food, I will eat it. He used to work just for food. But the rest of the time, it was just meditating. He was just remembering the Lord, chanting the names of the Lord, singing the glories of the Lord. But they did not understand, the 9 brothers did not understand that he's such a great devotee. So one time what happened, a team of dacoits was there and their leader wanted to sacrifice a man animal, right? A person who is a man, but he's dull and he's not of any use because he's kind of a half mad man. So they found a person and they were going to sacrifice so that dacoit can have a son. They were sacrificing in front of Bhadra Kali. You know, Kali, the mother Kali. You have seen temples of Kali, who's a fierce form of Parvati, who is the wife of Shiva. She kills the demons, right? So they wanted to sacrifice that person they found so that that dacoit could have a son. But that person who they found escaped at the last minute. Then the chief, the dacoit, asked his other followers, can you find another person? Because this person has left, can you find? So they tried looking for the same person, couldn't find him. Then they found that this Jada Bharat is there. He's a madman. He doesn't take shower. And in the night, he's protecting the field from the wild pigs and cows so that the pigs and cows will not eat the crops. So they found this is a perfect person. So they took him. Yes, Ishan.
You hurry it up because we won't have time for the book otherwise.
Okay. But they have to hear the story so that they can answer the questions. Okay, so then they found Jada Bharat, right? And they took him there. And then one of the dacoits who acted as the chief priest. But the Vedas don't say that you will sacrifice a man. But they are against the sacrifice. They wanted something like for themselves. They wanted money and everything. They were sacrifices for Bhadra Kali. The mother Kali then became furious that this person has done no wrong and they're sacrificing this person. And it's against the Vedas. And this is a pure devotee of the Lord. She came out of the deity with her furious form. There was a big effulgence. Her light was blinding the people. She was furious, and she took the sword which were going to kill Jada Bharat with, and she cut the heads of the dacoits, and she was drinking the blood. And her associates were also there, who were like killing the people, the demons, right? The dacoits. So this is how Jada Bharat was saved. Now the last part of the story, right? This was the review till the last part. Now the last part of the story, listen carefully. One time, there was a king called Rahugana. What was the name of the king? Rahugana. And King Rahugana was traveling in a palanquin. You know what is a palanquin? Right? You see in the picture, a palanquin which is carried by people on their shoulders, right? So he was the ruler. King Rahugana was the ruler of Sindhu and the Sauvira provinces, right? And they needed, so he was going to cross a lake, and they needed a fourth person, a person to lift. And they were not able to find, but they found this guy, Jada Bharat. He's strong and stout. They said, please help us. Let's carry our king. So then he started carrying. But Jada Bharat, so all these four people are carrying, right? They're carrying the king. Jada Bharat is looking and seeing 3 feet above that I should not step on the ants. I don't want to kill any living entities because I don't want to commit any sins. I want to go back to Godhead. So he was not like, so he is going to step his foot this way, that, sometimes tiptoe, and the other people are walking straight and nice. So King Rahugana is being disturbed. Like, I'm getting these jerks up and down, up and down, up and down, because Jada Bharat is not walking properly because he's trying to avoid the ants. And then he says, what are you guys doing? I'm feeling so uncomfortable. Why are you being negligent in your service? Why are you not carrying? He's telling all these four carriers. And the other 3 carriers thought that king is getting angry. We don't want to take this blame because if the king gets more angry, he can kill us. He says, we are not negligent in our service. This guy, this new man, does not walk nicely, does not walk fast. And therefore, we are not able to carry the palanquin with him. Then the king said to Jada Bharat, can you please do this nicely? Jada Bharat did not say anything. Again, after a few minutes, same thing. The King Rahugana is feeling that he's uncomfortable, is feeling those jerks. Then he's telling this guy, Jada Bharat, oh, you must be tired from this palanquin for a long time because you're old, you're weak, you're unhealthy. Are these people not cooperating with you? So this is the first time he said. The second time when he felt the same thing, and then he said, are you dead? You have life in you. Are you dead? You do not understand me? Are you mad? Are you a mad person? You're disregarding the orders of your king, of your master. I will punish you. He was really angry. King Rahugana was really angry. Then Jada Bharat spoke. He says, you said that I'm tired, but the tiredness only belongs to the body. I'm not the body. I'm the soul. I'm not the body might be tired. I'm detached from my body. But my body might be strong and young, but they don't apply to the soul. The soul is eternal. It's not like it gets old or young. It's been there for forever. You think that I'm your servant, but it's a master and servant relationship is temporary. I might be a servant today, and you can become my servant tomorrow, right? Because this king and servant thing is in this lifetime. What happens in the next life? Who knows what? Even in this lifetime, he could become, the roles can change. You said that you would punish me. But what punishment you can give? You can give punishment to the body, but not to the soul, because I'm the soul. And I am a self-realized man. I know who I am. And there is nothing you can do to punish me. Now, King Rahugana understood that this guy is not a normal person. Even though he looks like a mad person because he's not taking shower, he looks like ugly, he looks unkempt, but he's a self-realized person. Self-realized meaning who know themselves. They know that they're the soul and behave like that. So he get down from the palanquin, fell down at his feet and said, I am so sorry. I didn't understand. Who are you? I didn't understand that you are an exalted devotee. You look like you from your words. I understand that you are a great devotee. Are you a learned Brahmana or a liberated soul like Dattatreya? Dattatreya was one of the incarnations of the Lord. Are you Lord Kapila? We discussed this story. Or are you Lord Narayan? And why are you wandering like a madman? So please tell me who you are. And Raugana then says, I'm not afraid if Indra came with his thunderbolt and killed me. I'm not afraid if Lord Shiva with his trident killed me. I'm not afraid if Yamaraj, the king of death, punished me. Or I'm not afraid of the great Devatas. Raugana is saying, the king is saying, if the king Devatas were going to kill me. But I'm afraid because I have offended you, who's a great devotee of the Lord. Because when we offend great devotees, we get bad. We can lose our chanting. We can lose our bhakti. This king was a great devotee too, but he got a little carried away. So please forgive me for what I have done. So then Jada Bharat tells that I was a king that 2 lifetimes ago, then I became a deer and this and that. Now I have attained, I'm the son of a Brahman and I'm just wandering around unnoticed so that I can just concentrate on the Supreme Lord. So King Rahugana then asked him more questions and Jada Bharat Maharaj gave those philosophical answers. It's about that we are not the body, but we are the soul, and our thing is to just serve the Supreme Lord. So he said that when our mind is attached to the material things, oh, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to play it all day long and not chant and not read or not do things for Krishna, then we get into bad things, association, and we keep taking birth and after again. We have to utilize our life. He's explaining that we have to utilize our lives in the devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And we can conquer the mind, right? We can conquer the mind if we listen to the spiritual master, listen to Prabhupada's lectures, listen to read Krishna book, read Bhagavad Gita, read Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever books, the kids' books for Krishna are there, we should read them. We should hear stories about them. Then we can conquer the mind. And Meera was saying, right, when she was singing a bhajan, she felt happy. If we sing bhajan, listen to bhajans, we feel happy. And we can conquer the mind. So
next slide.
Okay. So So King Rahugana was being instructed by Bharat Maharaj, and King Rahugana expressed his gratitude, said thank you, and then Bharat Maharaj continued his wanderings, and then he gave up his body, and then he went back to the kingdom of the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is how Bharat Maharaj went back to Godhead, right? Any questions before we start the Kahoot or the quiz? Did you guys understand the story? The moral of the story is we should be attached to Krishna. We should not be detached from Krishna. We should be attached to Krishna. Yes? So are you guys ready for the quiz? Okay, let me stop share. And then Ishan, can you help me? That is okay.
We might have time for 2 buckets.
No, because we have to do the shloka also, right?
Okay. So just 1 bucket this time, guys.
Okay, where is the bucket?
Bucket.
Where is
And
it?
up.
Play.
Where's save set? Host. Should we do racing? Or
Can you put it in the chat?
Yes, I'm gonna.
What, you guys are hosting book now?
Yes.
Look at.
Yes.
Okay, so
Let me share my screen.
oh, you're not sharing it. So should we do racing or battle royales or deceptive dinos?
Which ones do you guys want to think?
We're not doing the top 4 or the tower defense.
Detective dinos.
Detective.
Deceptive dinos.
Battle Royale.
Battle royale.
Deceptive
Okay,
dinos.
deceptive dinos. We do that. Okay. Okay. You guys know how to?
Yes. Yes. No.
Do the tutorial
No?
just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, we will do the tutorial. So
Time?
it
How
will be
many
time 7 minutes, 7 minutes game, right?
Like 8. Do 8.
No, that's
Because
fine.
we have enough time.
No, we don't have.
Okay.
So we will show instructions, allow late joining, and host now. So instructions will be there, Nadia, and everybody. Let's look at the instructions.
Bye.
Right?
Can you put it in the chat?
I will put the link in the chat, so you can join that from the chat. You will click on that link. I put the thing in the chat. Click on that link and put your name.
I didn't get the link.
It's in the chat. Do you see the chat, Nadia?
You know, I have a legendary, but I sold it.
It's in the chat.
I sell my ghost.
Go up.
No.
You see the link in the chat?
sell that.
Okay, let me put it again.
This one's gonna go through easily, bro. Rip. I love my snowman.
Okay, what's happening? Okay, what is?
I don't see it.
Oh,
Did you see? Let me put the chat again.
Don't host it. Wait. Don't host.
Do you see that, Nadia? The chat in the chat. Do you see the
Yeah.
link?
See it. It says nickname.
Wait. Let me join.
Okay, we have 13, so we have 16, 17. 16 people. So 3 more people to join. Shlok, are you able to join?
Take away the sugar dip with the anaconda. Take away the sugar dip with the anaconda.
Okay,
Kick him out. That's my old one.
okay.
you have the
13.
snake.
So who else is
You
not
have the
joined yet?
snake.
I don't
No,
see
don't.
Shlok. I don't see.
You have it. No, I don't. If it has a star on it, it's mine.
Is this good? I don't know.
Hari, I don't see Shlok and Hari. Oh, Hari is there. So who else is not there?
I thought you had that. Stop pressing on it.
Nimai, are you there?
God,
Nimai is there. Navya is
those are
there.
all free ones. I hate
Okay, I'm gonna just wait 30 more seconds
to see all these are
and
mine.
then we
Up
get
to-
started. Okay.
These are the ones
Okay.
This-
Okay, let's start.
here
Okay,
all the way down.
we're starting. Okay, so
Oh, fuck.
you have to answer questions. You excavate or investigate. Choose rocks to collect fossils.
Wait. Are you playing?
Also, you can also cheat to see inside the rocks. Again, it's a game. We don't cheat in.
What
take
if
it
I
from there.
do?
If you can find a cheater also. Most fossils, if you have most number of fossils, you win.
Yay!
All right, so it's starting now. You see the questions, you answer.
Okay.
Aditri is number 1. Narsima is in second place. Meera
We slay
is
like that.
now.
No.
Why'd you keep it?
What do I do?
Answer the questions.
I don't know. Why'd you? Oh.
Ishan, can you help Nadia how to play?
So there's gonna be two buttons,
First.
and then you have to click one of them. So you want to
No, I'm four.
find a cheater, or do you want
What
to
happened?
dig fossils?
254.
And then after
I
that,
already chose dig fossils.
then answer the
No,
question
no.
that you think is the correct answer.
Sarava.
Kantikar. Pandu. Pandu.
Oh my god.
Gauri is in number 1 place position. Lakshay second. Oh, Lakshay now is in the lead. Gauri followed by Meera.
He wasn't.
Nadia, are you able to understand the game now?
Yeah.
A deer. That's easy.
What? But what do you do? He remembered his. But then they thought.
Narasimha Dev is in the lead
I don't know what that
now.
means. Deers. A crocodile.
Adhav is in the lead, followed by Gauri. Third place, Narasimha Dev. Fourth, Lakshay. And he keeps changing. Gauri is in the lead now. Good job.
It's us.
I'm not.
Bruh.
Navya is in
Yay!
5th place. Good job, Navya.
What is her name?
I found who's the cheater.
Nadia caught Navya cheating.
Why did Bharat lose his?
Narasimha Dev in first place. There's a big gap between Narasimha Dev and Gauri. Come on, guys.
No.
Almost
You
3 minutes,
cheat.
53
No.
seconds left.
There's a cheat button right there. I don't do it.
Navya is in third place. Good job, Navya. Adhav is in third place now.
Father too. Father too.
Itikya is in second place. Very nice. Aditri is in fourth place now.
What is Bharat?
Stop
A human deer.
Gauri is in first place. Wow. Gauri. Then Narasimha Dev now. Titika is in second place. Third place, Narasimha Dev. In first place,
Why
Titika.
did Bharat work? Keep living.
Fourth place, Navya.
He's like
2 minutes, 50 seconds left.
the code.
It's the lower
हाँ तो वही क्लिक एंड
The deer. What happened?
Nimai just caught Nadia cheating. Ashitra Sahasra's investigated Nishika. Fifth place, Lakshay. Fourth, Navya. Narasimha Dev, Gauri, Titikya. Aditri now in fifth place. Nimai seventh place. Sixth, Adav. 1 minute 55 seconds left. Come on, guys. Meera in seventh place. Sixth place, Lakshay. Fifth, Adhav. Seventh place now. Now we are now. Ritika in. She's got a healthy lead over Gauri. That's 72,000 points. Yeah, well done. Gauri in second place. Third place, Narsima Dev. 1 minute, 7 seconds left.
I'm first.
Less than a minute, 52 seconds left. Aditri goes into fourth position. Ritika is in great lead. Gauri is in second place. And now Gauri gets the lead over Ritika. Gauri is in first place. Third place, Narsima Dev. Less than 30 seconds left. 25 seconds left. Gauri is still in the lead. 100,000 points.
It's over. It's over.
All right.
It's over.
What are the final standings?
Aditri.
Aditri, third place.
Yes. I'm third.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Let me stop.
How am
share.
I 13? What did you get?
I got 13.
I got fourth.
You got fourth?
Yeah, because Aditri, you literally got me at the last second.
Okay. All right.
I'm
all
mad
right.
at you.
I caught 4 people cheating.
Oh, I've never cheated. Never.
I
Not
cheated
even
once.
Ooh, fire. Should I get the fire thingy?
Okay. Okay. So I
got
hope you
90
enjoyed
I'm
the
by
game.
fire.
Yes.
I got 96 accuracy.
I
Did you
got
guys like the
68.
game?
I got 96% accuracy. Yeah.
Okay. So now for the last part, just making sure.
What do I do?
I don't know. I don't want
Now
to.
we finish the game. Now for the homework for next week. Okay. We said we will do the Bhagavad Gita, most important verses. Some of you guys have not sent the first. Some of you guys did send the first verse of Bhagavad Gita, and that's very nice. Some of you have not. So if you can send it, that will be nice.
All these.
Okay, so next verse is
Uncle,
2.7.
go down, Uncle. Go down.
What?
So now,
Go down.
Do I sign up or do I log in?
Press the
no, now you can close it out because we have finished with the game, right?
comment.
Now this last part, this is the homework for next week, right? We will learn this verse. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhavah dharma samudachet
वो हो गई है बट मेकअप किया
That was so worth it.
उसको भी मीडिया लोग वो करे कि देखो सारे रात की जब बदल गए थे और उधर को बोल रहा है पर मेकअप
It
क्यों नहीं
was so worth
छोड़ा
it. I just
Wait,
got
it's
Okay,
10:02.
let's mute,
Shouldn't
let's
class be over?
Let's mute. This is mute.
Go
So
up.
what we are trying to do,
I mean, go
Um,
down.
so this is the 7th verse of second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is your homework, and I'll post a video. We are almost time. This is where Arjun is saying, I don't want to fight this battle, Krishna. I'm confused because it says the translation. Now I'm confused about my duty and I've lost all composure because of miserly weakness. I'm weak. In this condition, I'm asking you, Krishna, to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple. I'm your disciple. I'm your student. And a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. This is the verse we have to learn. Right? So this is the verse. Can anybody recite this verse? Anybody knows this verse? I think Gauri, you know this verse? Okay, Ishan, you know this verse? Ishan, go ahead.
Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमुद्यचेत यच्छ्रेयशानिश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते हंसा इमां त्वां प्रपन्य.
Thank you. So this is the homework, right? We all, let's make a promise that we will learn 50 shlokas from Bhagavad Gita this year. So we learned the last year, the first shloka, and then 8.4 and 8.5. 3 shlokas we have already learned. If somebody has not learned, go ahead and learn. But now this is the homework for next week. You'll record it, memorize it with the translation, and send it in the group. Okay? Everybody understood? Okay. So we'll try to learn 50 shlokas this year. Okay. Every week, 1 shloka, 52 weeks. So at least we will learn 50. Okay. So now we will say our prayers.
परेशान क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं, फिर क्वेश्चन किया कि आप कौन सा तपस्या कर रहे हैं? बाकी लोग तो कपड़े नहीं पहने हुए, कैसे बोला उसको तो अच्छा.
I want to do some balloons.
Okay, I will release this.